There we go.
Just taking out the trash.
I can't.
Yeah?
I can't.
Let's go with you.
I can't.
I should have someone doing this for us, but these two lazy bastards.
Sorry.
What's happening, everyone? We have just seen a pulsating match between Liverpool and Tottenham Hotspur, and any minute now you will hear the wit and the wisdom of Laurence Mckenna. But before we do, I just have to let you know that this video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you click the link in the description below, you can find out more. But just a quick word about them. I've partnered with them for the month of December, which is fantastic news because it's an app that I genuinely use. It's so user-friendly, it's so easy to understand. I really recommend that you use it. Also, crucially, you can select a number of teams. So you can click the teams that you're interested in all across Europe, and you will get notifications when anything happens with the clubs that you've selected. So you will never, ever miss anything. So I strongly suggest that you click the link in the description. And a huge thanks to OneFootball. I'm delighted to be partnered with them for this festive month. Now, let's hear what Laurence Mckenna has to say about that match we have just seen.
And I'm pressing record as True Geordie puts the rubbish away in the background.
Take two. There we go.
Just taking out the trash.
I can't.
Yeah?
I can't.
Let's go with you.
I can't.
I should have someone doing this for us, but these two lazy bastards.
Sorry. Right.
Good to see you
Here we
guys.
go. Here we go.
We're post Spurs Liverpool or Liverpool Spurs at Anfield, 2-1 to Liverpool.
Fantastic
channel,
results.
mate.
Fantastic result for you.
Amazing. I was so happy. Honestly, I thought it would be a draw. I'm a bit disappointed with draws at the moment because I want to see Liverpool up there. I actually think Liverpool didn't once lose belief. They had a method that they just keep going with. And if you embrace that method at Liverpool, in the end, there's success.
Yeah. Did you believe? Like, what's the feeling around like the Liverpool support at the moment? You know, when it's 1-1 in the 89th minute, did you feel like
Yes.
you could? Yeah.
You always think you can score it now, right now. I think.
Oh, it must be so great to be at a
It
club
feels
like
good.
that.
I also think the other side is, you know, a lot of people at the moment are criticising Klopp for kind of living on the edge. I think Klopp's kind of just told the players to embrace that. Let players go through, let them run through. We'll play a very high line. You know, McCullough, I think on the stream was talking about how there were 2 Liverpool players in the Liverpool half. Liverpool try and just compress the pitch as much as they can. That means you're going to get people who run through every now and again. Very often they'll be offside. Very often they'll hit the post or something like this. And I think Klopp's confident will score as many. Statistically, there must be something that plays out there. I think someone's had a conversation where someone goes, look, if you play a high line, statistically, you're more likely to win more games. So Klopp's gone, statistically, we're just more likely to win here.
And
don't worry.
It seems to suit your team as well, though, doesn't it?
I mean, there's pace. Yeah, I've got to admit, I was very impressed today with 2 young guys. Curtis Jones didn't come off. Great midfield performance from him, especially against Mourinho midfield that was pretty combative. And then Reece Williams in the back line. Young guy, but bringing it down on his chest, controlling it. I think he's impressive. His technical ability is what's getting him through at Liverpool right now.
It's actually amazing the way that Klopp has managed to roll with the punches. And, you know, there've been a lot of punches thrown, hasn't there? Did you panic? You know, there was a period, wasn't there, when your side were actually dropping like flies?
Yeah.
Did you believe in that Klopp could do this?
No, well...
Like, this is
No,
unbelievable.
I didn't believe he could do
Leicester,
this.
Wolves today.
Yes, yeah. I'll be honest. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see any like 3-0s or 2-1 in the close game. I thought Liverpool would drop away. I just don't know if I saw this, if Liverpool being top of the league. But I also thought, you know what, we've got an excuse if we don't win it. I felt like we had an excuse.
Yeah, and where do you sit now on that? Do you feel like you are likely to
You've
win
got to just continue it. You've just got to go, bam. Like, we are in the title race. We're the ones leading it right now. We're ahead of everyone else. It's impressive.
Mate, retaining the league, this is huge from a club side, isn't it?
Yeah, this would be a massive achievement for him, I think. Just the thing is, the problem is, the caveat will always be, and I think that's why Klopp will stay longer than just this season. The caveat will always be COVID or COVID football, pandemic football, whatever you want to call it. People will always go, can you win it in a normal season? And I also
that sounds very harsh, mate.
I think Klopp will also be charged with rebuilding this team or starting the rebuild of this team. So there's a few tasks still to win. Having said that, in this moment right now, I mean, they're a fantastic side. They're so great to watch. There's so many different styles that you see Liverpool play per game. There's times where they're popping it around. There's times where they're playing it across the field. They seem so supremely confident that when they work out what the other team are doing, they can counter that in some way. It's not just one style of football and going, let's just keep trying this. They've got crosses, they've got passing, they can break the lines. They can, they can work a team around until they get... The whole point is Liverpool pass and pass and pass. Some gaps open up in the box and that's when they get the cross in. It's so great to watch. But I think as a fan of another team, you might sometimes go, is this really what Is this really what we want to watch? But I think as a Liverpool fan, you get a bit conditioned to see what you think is good because you start to look at the patterns and go, oh, right.
Yeah, I thought you were brilliant today, actually. I think you really took the game to Tottenham in a game. Whoever won today, it was a statement to the league, wasn't
Agreed,
it?
yeah.
It was a huge opportunity for both teams. Did Tottenham offer enough for you?
Yeah, you know what I think? Well, obviously they didn't win the game, so they didn't offer enough. But they offered enough in terms of they went away from home. It's exactly what I expected from Mourinho. I thought Kane was an interesting prospect today because I saw a bit of, not nastiness, I don't really know what to call it, but it's like Mourinho-ness about him.
I think nastiness, nasty is a word that has terrible connotations, but it can also be okay. Like on a football pitch, there is a room for nastiness.
Yeah, I get that. But the problem is for Mourinho, I think at the moment when Liverpool see nastiness, they sort of go, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
We'll get in on that.
Yeah.
Because there's enough players out there like Andy Robertson, like Henderson, who go,
hard.
cool, we'll get
Hard
into a
men.
bit of
Yeah.
We'll put, they'll leave their foot in or something like that. So if you do that, they'll do that.
Yeah, and you really did combat Tottenham for that. And a lot of their game this year has been that. Højbjerg really being a physical force in their midfield. Where do you think this leaves their ambitions?
Well, it's very much like he said, much like Craig said on the show. It's like if we win the next game, if Spurs win the next game and Liverpool lose the next one, they're still in the top. Manchester United are technically in the title race right now.
Do you see Manchester United as a threat?
You can't count them out, but I think they'll push to a certain point in the season. I just don't think their squad's deep enough if they get a few injuries.
Yeah.
The real thing with Spurs and Liverpool especially is I think their goalkeepers have just been so great for them this season.
Yes.
Like, especially Alisson is such a presence for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Granted, we've let in quite a few silly goals with Alisson at times, but I think it was so big when you see players go through. It's why you pay about 65 million for a player like that.
Yeah.
It's so worth it if you can find that. Especially after watching Chelsea the other night where the goal went in at the near post and your Mendy was unsighted or something crazy.
Yeah, I mean he has been a wonderful keeper, but also
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean Alisson as well has been wonderful, and Keller has looked good when he's come in.
Yeah,
like,
we were looking for
so
that replacement.
lucky, aren't you, in that you've managed to find
It's
this
scouting.
jewel. Yeah,
The scouting's fantastic. Adrian was a very good short stopgap. Kelleher's the future.
Yeah, it's looking very good. Man of the match today, if you had to give it to somebody, does Firmino
I'd go Curtis Jones, Firmino for the goal winner. I'd go Curtis Jones. I think there's too often where I watch him and I go, wow, there's technical ability there, there's understanding, it's very raw talent, he can carry the ball so well. There's times where I see him look for a shot, doesn't quite get it. I think he's got enough to make the opposition worry.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. There are some times where I think if you're too predictable, it can become a real issue for Liverpool. They don't want predictable football. What I've noticed this season, the midfields are a lot less predictable. The ball just doesn't go one way or the other. That's why we brought someone like Thiago in. That's why Henderson's game, I think, has gone up another level this season in terms of passing distribution, speed of distribution. And Curtis Jones's distribution can sometimes be very quick. He's very good at getting the game going again. Teams reduce the attack of Liverpool by going, get it away. What Liverpool then want to do is come straight back instead of going, cool, let's build another attack. That's what Thiago's been bought for, that's what Henderson's been briefed to do, and that's what Curtis Jones is there to do as well. Get the attack going quick again. And Curtis Jones has got that thought and speed of thought to be able to go, right, straight away.
How good do you think Jones is? Is Jones likely to be a feature?
I think he's the next
when
level of
people
Henderson.
Fit? So say, for example, when everybody's back fit, is he going to be in and around the first team long haul now? Is he?
Yeah, no, definitely. But I also think we're seeing this is an opportunity for Klopp to go, look, there's no one else in the midfield who's going to push you out right now. Make that position your own. And I think we see he's the next Hendo, basically. He's the next Milner. Milner will have to leave at some point. So naturally, we need someone else to go into that position.
Yeah. Well, I can say this and I mean it. I'm delighted to say that Liverpool have beaten Tottenham today.
I was happy.
Lawrence, thank you so much for coming on this channel. Everybody loves you on here, so I really do.
Really?
You're so well received.
Congratulations on 50k.
Maybe it's only because of you. So congratulations
Just
to you.
me.
Really.
Yeah, 50k is massive. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll pop this now.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure that you check out the kickoff. We are back on Twitch on
Sunday, 4 p.m. Manchester United versus Leeds United. Rory will be there. I don't know how I've booked as a guest yet, but it will be good.
It'll be great. See you then. Bye.